This is one of 7 games set to go simultaneously across the Eastern Conference, underway on Decision Day. Lifted into the box, Rich staying at home, popped in the air, front of the roof of the net there. Orlando are done. So that is not the news they were hoping to get from our nation's capital. What can they do about it? Junior Urso looking for space, deflected shot. Eloy Room, first save of the day. Long switch to the far side. Derek Etienne Jr. brings it down on Huon. Etienne's cross in for Cucho, and the header up onto the roof of the net.
Into the box, and then just watch, well, initially the ball from Zelarayan opens the field up completely. But look at Cucho's movement right now, waiting, and then as soon as he sees Etienne face up.
This time just short to Diaz. Back for Morera. A reset for Zelarayan. He'll hook this one into the back post. That was Mensah getting to it, but well wide.
It is, and I watch this team right now, and what a ball that is from Zelarayan outside of the boot. We'll get back to it in a minute.
There's Derek Etienne Jr. once again on Huon. In now for Cucho. Got the space, got it away, and Gillespie made the save!
Somehow, side of the boot, it spreads the field, gets Etienne 1v1. He picks out Cucho, and then it's not for the first time. This time he can take a touch. The center backs are tight, and wow, what a save from Gillespie across his goal, able to get a hand on it and touch it off the...
Etienne. For Zelarayan, the back heel return, Derek Etienne Jr. scores! Might have paid the price because he's limping right now. But a goal that gets Columbus that much closer to the playoffs.
Once it gets out wide left, Etienne has time and space to turn, no pressure on the ball. Zelarayan back to goal, draws 4 defenders, takes 4 defenders from Orlando out of the play with a single pass. Eyes in the back of his head, already knew and saw the movement off the ball from Etienne Jr. And then it's just a great composed finish to stroke it into that far corner, past the outstretched arms of Gillespie. A terrific finish.
Winning 3-0 at Miami at the moment, so they do it again up in Canada next week. Cucho fires around, and it's in the outside netting as he weaved his way through there. Can Columbus throw a dagger in right at the end of the half? Lucas Zelarayan options either side. Zelarayan trying to scoop that in for Cucho, turns on it. Gillespie comfortably, awkwardly, his second save of the game. Second half underway at Exploria Stadium on a very warm day. That's why we're kicking off a lot later in the second half than the other games around the East, because we had the hydration break. And Rojo rolled to the middle. Pereira with options. Pereira forced to cycle it around by Nagbe and Artur. Good turn by Junior Urso! Game on in Orlando!
He comes out of the defensive shape here to try to close down Urso. There was no movement around, and in that simple pass, he tries to bite and win the ball. That opens up the gap for Urso then to turn, and a great finish into the far post. But Mensah does not need to commit there, overcommit, and gets his team out of defensive shape and leaves a gaping hole back defensively. The strength of Urso is so good. He's able to spin Jonathan Mensah, and then he opens up his hips and just passes it into that far corner.
Zelarayan rolls that along for Cucho. He's had a couple of good chances, not been able to score today. That one from a narrow angle, forcing a save out of Pedro Gillespie, his third of the game.
Offside. Certainly they were asking for it. It looked pretty tight, but then even here as Cucho cuts back onto the right foot. Schlegel doesn't want to drag that left foot, and boy, that was going to be... Well, you keep... There goes Cucho. No foul.
Took it away from Araujo there. 2v2. Late trailers Aiden Morris. Cucho Hernandez takes it himself. And it ends up wide. Paying attention.
Indeed, and that's why they say play to the whistle. Darlington Nagbe, you saw him at the bottom of the screen, not even paying attention. Then trying...
But no foul, says Alex Chilowitz. It's a throw-in. We're playing right now. The ball's back in play. Columbus are ready. Torres saved by Room. Columbus just were completely stopped. They had a man down on the other side of the field. Orlando need to score one more to make the playoffs and knock Columbus out. Torres, a deep outswinger. Schlegel back into the mixer. Michelle, it was blocked. Was it blocked by a hand? It's cleared out by Pedro Santos.
So here it comes. Schlegel puts it back into the mixer, finds Benjamin Michelle. Degenek backs off him. Oh, that's a handball.
Video assistant referee has called Alex Chilowitz over to the monitor.
Oh boy.
World Cup playoff. Is he going to be gifting Orlando a penalty kick here in the final 10 minutes? Want to be sure on should there be a card as part of this as well.
This is going to be a penalty.
Penalty. 2 saves today. Can he keep Columbus in playoff positioning? Torres scores!
Steps up in the biggest moment. 12 goals, 12 assists on the season. Make that 13. Left foot across the goal. Eloy Room sprawling. Can't get a hand on it. The exclamation point. What a finish from Torres.
Luis Diaz on the deck. Kevin Molina, the former Orlando player, hands it off for Zelarayan. Kick save and a beauty by Gillespie. And we got a great example of that right now. Only now Angulo comes back on the field. We barely played stoppage time. +7 at least.
There you go.
Morris, Zelarayan, save Gillespie, pushes it out for a corner, 5th stop of the day.
Run the clock out. This is what we expected. It was Aiden Morris dropped it off. Orlando defending inside their own box. He takes the strike.
Didn't make the playoffs, Orlando, any of their first 5 years. For a 3rd straight year, they're